Shearer may be the jewel in Dalglish's crown, but Dalglish himself was the magnet who attracted the big names to Ewood Park.
I know one of the big plus factors in myself coming here was the fact that Kenny Dalglish was here. And obviously with the club showing so much ambition to get back in the Premier League, because I still felt at the time when I left Aston Villa last season, I had a couple of good years left him in the First Division.
It certainly helped, yeah, because he's so experienced. He's certainly done it in his playing days, and he's certainly done it in his management days as well. And it can only be good, and it can only rub off on me.
We had to have, along with Jack Walker, I think, a figurehead, and Kenny's no bigger guy at the moment in the game than people like Kenny Dalglish. And what I've seen so far bears that out. Players have come, and I'm sure that there's lots more changes going to take place over the next few years, as long as Jack Walker is involved with the club. And I think that Kenny Dalglish will be here for some time yet. And with his knowledge and now his expertise, he knows what he wants. I'm sure that at the end of the day, some sort of trophies are going to come this way to this town.
If I never spent another penny and we could be successful, there'd be nobody more happy than myself. It's a nice position to be in that you can go and improve your side if you've got the finances available. But it's very difficult to improve your side without finance. In saying that, everybody that's played for us so far has given us everything they've got, and we can't ask for any more from them.
Blackburn's form on the field has meant an explosion of interest in the club. 11 o'clock last Saturday, and this isn't a cue for that afternoon's game against QPR, but for the away game at Liverpool on the 13th of December. Dalglish has returned to Anfield. At Ewood Park, commercial manager Ken Beamish wants the club to retain its personal touch.
I think we pride ourselves in the fact that we are a homely club. We are very approachable from the top down, and we mustn't lose that. That has always been part of Blackburn Rovers, and we mustn't lose it, regardless of how busy we come. The shop, the merchandise, that has trebled its takings from what we have at the moment is a shop counter, what I term a shop counter. We've reached a stage now where we've had to take on a shop manager. That is one area the increase has created the post. We seem to be inundated now with requests for autographed football, autographed shirts. Obviously we can't accommodate the demand because of the volume, but that's another area where we are doing a lot more PR work than we've done in our past. The fact that Mr. Walker is helping the club to the extent he is does not change the targets for the commercial department or the football club as a whole. It is on a long-term basis a target to break even and run it as a successful business and a profitable business.
The only thing that's going on in Blackburn at the moment is football at Ewood Park, but that can only be good for the area and for all the kids coming through in the schools playing football. But like you say, the only talk in Blackburn at the moment is about Blackburn Rovers.
It's always nice to have a club with tradition, and Blackburn has possibly next best to any of the clubs about. And I find that, you know, for the future and all that, you have fans now flocking back here that possibly haven't been to Ewood in a long, long time, and they're recalling the old days and the glory days, and not only that, but they're looking to the future then as well. So who knows? I know that in Jack Walker, he wants the best things here for the club, and I know, knowing Kenny Dalglish is the manager and the player, he'll want the best as well for Blackburn Rovers. So it's very early yet to say, but certainly the club here is aiming very high.
You're going to watch the match now, are you?
Yeah, but we don't like Queen's Park Rangers.
You don't like Queen's Park Rangers? I don't like Queen's Park Rangers.
Yeah.
Blackburn. Do you?
Yeah.
And who's your favourite player?
Alan Shearer.
Is it?
Best goalie, Bobby Means.
Ronnie Clayton, still a hero for kids who never saw him play. An England international in the days of the maximum wage, a far cry from the multi-million-pound world of Alan Shearer. But the club remains the same.
It's not really changed that much, other than the fact there are more people coming now, of course. But, I mean, there was a buzz in the town when I played here, and it was a great place to be. It's a very friendly, homely club, nestled up here in the Pennines, and they make you feel very much at home. It was an enjoyable experience to actually play for Blackburn Rovers, and it came at a great time for me at the end of my career. And it was something that I look back on with a great deal of fondness, and I can appreciate what the players today feel about the setup. It is a big club, but it's in a small town, and people are saying, well, isn't it marvellous, you know, that we've got people of this ilk that are standing up there with the big city clubs. I don't see them out of the title chase at all. I mean, all right, fair enough, they've not scored so many goals in the last 4 or 5 games, but there again, it's becoming a bit like playing against Manchester United. It's becoming everybody's cup tie now when they're playing at Blackburn, and they're coming here, let's see the setup. Players up and down the country are obviously keen to actually come to the club if their name's linked with Blackburn Rovers. I think that's wonderful for the club and wonderful for the town.
Blackburn was certainly looking to get back to winning ways against QPR. They hadn't won in the league since their 7-1 thrashing of leaders Norwich 2 months ago. The loss of form coinciding with Shearer's torrent of goals drying up.
If I'd have carried on scoring at the rate I was doing so, I would have ended up with 70 or 80 goals this season. I think that is rather impossible. But yeah, the goals were bound to dry up sometime, but I'm big enough and strong enough to cope with that, and I think it's 5 games I've not scored for now, and hopefully they'll come back soon.
Well, Shearer's quest for goals almost finished before it began. A crushing tackle by Darren Peacock left him hobbling gingerly after only 3 minutes. But there was still plenty of action for Ronnie Clayton and Brian Dalglish to get excited about, if only they could have got on the pitch to do something about it.
Oh, good ball.
Get it across!
See ya.
Good unlucky there, really.
Chance, could have been straight away.
Should have scored there, Ron. He should have scored. He should have hit it. Yes, he should have hit it. Great move. Great move. He's there!
Who was that?
Shearer. Shearer scored. You just watch him. You just watch him. He goes and goes again. Well, you all, you know.
We've got that replay.
Yes, yes. You're not used to seeing playbacks, but he sort of checked this way and went quickly.
It's a good start.
Please, he scores. He's gone about, what, 4 or 5 matches now.
Without it.
And we're beginning to get at him a little bit. The critics.
Oh, headed off the line.
Yeah.
Was it a little right?
I popped it right.
Good try.
Well, yes, it was an easy save in the end.
1-0 at half-time, so plenty of food for thought for Ronnie and Brian. As downstairs in the boardroom, the fires were being stoked, and the best half-time tea in the whole Premier League was ready and waiting for the mad rush. Good job there's a 50-minute half-time these days. You need that if you're going to enjoy fully your favourite cake and a quick cup of Rosie Lee. Shearer's ankle is the main topic of discussion, but Norwich are 2-1 ahead at Villa, and Arsenal a goal down to Manchester United. So 3 points here wouldn't do Blackburn any harm at all. Out into the cold then for part 2, and Shearer's second half in fact lasting only 2 minutes. Better to rest the ankle and let Roy Wegley have a go at his former teammates.
See ya.
Oh, good save! Well, he hit that well, didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
He hit that perfect.
Yeah.
He did bloody well, the goalkeeper, to get across to that.
Oh, he is.
Run, Wilcox,
Keep
run!
going. Oh, come
Run
on.
now, go!
Oh, he took his... Oh, it's a chance. What a great chance that was.
Well, you can't really tell from here, but he seemed to be there a little early, if anything. Beat him, son. Beat him if you can.
Oh, he's got past him.
You should have hit it!
Wow. What a...
He should have
smashed it. Hell, he just had to put his foot out on it, didn't he?
I don't know really how far he was out.
It's only about 7 yards, it must have been. What a terrible miss, that. Sheesh.
Offside! Linesman weren't giving it, you know.
He has.
Referees give it, but the linesman kept his
didn't.
flag down.
That's right.
Good job the referee was there. He was 5 yards offside.
Yeah. Even more than that.
Blow your whistle, referee.
So, a good win for Blackburn. Jack Walker taking a rest in Honolulu would have been pleased. So, what odds for the title now, Mr. Dalglish?
It's more points than anyone else. When if we get that, then we'll win it.
You going out tonight, are you?
Yes, we're going to the golf club for dinner and dance. What do you think about the game, Doug? Do you think we should have won, or...?
Oh, I think we thoroughly deserved to win, but we made it hard work in the end, didn't we? Really?
Yeah.
The good old days of Clayton and Douglas are back. A real Rovers return.